Yes, welcome to Lakeshore RV. We're here with your Cyclone 4005. We're going to start by going from the front, walk around the driver's side, to the rear, to the passenger side, to the inside. On the front compartment here on the left side, you got your 12-volt battery, your hydraulic fluid for your hydraulic system, the solar charging controller right here, the PWM. This top one is going to go to the pass-through. I'll show you when we get to that part. Underneath is going to be your generator. Your generator has a switch there. Prime is downwards. Push and hold for 3 seconds. If it don't, and then push and hold, start for 3 seconds. If it don't start, repeat your process. Make sure your breakers are on, otherwise it will not generate the power to your unit. As well as if it stops, randomly, come out and check your breakers. You probably ran too much for the generator to keep up with at one time. Right to the right, you got a toggle switch here. And that toggle switch is going to control the LEDs on your cap light here, the big white LED strips. The little light underneath here is a manual, so you'll have to switch it on, turn it off. That's going to be a lot of your lights inside. They're going to be switches all the way around your camper. You'll have to chase down and turn off lights when you're done using your camper. Here is the leveling control system that you'll use 90% of the time. Now, to get power to it, because right now it has no power, you're going to push up and down for 3 seconds. Green light will indicate it has power. Up and down just right now is just going to control the front legs only. Now, when your truck's out of the way, stairs are up, you're going to hit auto level. That's going to level out your unit. That's going to make sure it's going to just do its own thing. The jacks will come all down and set itself. Hitch height, so right before you push that auto level, it's going to go, if you push hitch height, it's going to bring up the rear jacks and go right where your truck was. Now retract all is going to be after you're locked into your pickup truck. Then you'll hit retract all, and that's going to bring all your jacks up. Okay, to the driver's side, on the right, you're going to have model, VIN, as well as your tire pressure. You got two 30-pound LP tanks, both full. The regulator is going to be on the passenger side. I'll show you how to work that when we get over there. This is your pass-through. You got a vacuum hose in here also, as well as there's that front access door. You have that side access door with a battery connect. I'll go over more over there. Here's going to be your inlet for your cable. All these are cable, depending on what room you want it in. Satellite input down here. So water, you hook your water hose up here. If you're using the water in the tank, you have to have this on dry camping and then turn on the water pump inside. Now if you're filling it, turn your nozzle over to tank fill. Now if you just want to use the water off the water hose, point it to the city fixtures. Winterizing and sanitizing, that's going to be just hook your water hose up here, and then the other end of that water hose going to a 5-gallon bucket full of coolant. Right underneath is going to be an outdoor shower. Right to the right, you're going to have an old school tap light. You're going to have these in your camper as well. There's going to be a little button in the center. You'll push the button to turn it on and off. Right here is a secondary water pump switch. Just make sure this one's always on, and then you don't have to worry. You can just control it from the inside. A 120 outlet, satellite input, black tank flush. There's 2 of these on your unit for the 2 bathrooms you have. Just remember, do not put water to this until your valves and you're connected in the valves are open and you're connected in the ground. If you do and your tanks are full, it's going to make a mess in the inside. Right to the right of it, it's going to be your exhaust. This gets extremely hot, guys, so anything in front of it will burn. As well as you have your exhaust right here for your generator. So just make sure this area is clean when you're running your exhaust or your generator. Right to the right in this little compartment door, you got pulls. You got a gray and a black tank pull for your front bathroom. Your connection's going to be right past that jack. Right there's your connection. Here's going to be your refrigeration. So if you get a little condensation dripping on here, don't be alarmed. It's just from the fridge. Here is your other black tank flush for your rear bathroom. there's your pulls for your rear bathroom. Okay, you got 2 fill tanks for this. Front one's going to be your generator. Your rear one's going to be for your accessories to be able to fill up ATVs, ATVs, dirt bikes, whatever you have. Here is your power cord. Your power cord is built in your unit, so it is a free reel after when you're pulling it out to reel it back in. You have a retract switch. You just have to keep going, keep it tight when you're bringing it in. Coming around the back side, you have an awning, as well as this back door drops down as a deck, as a ramp also. Come to the passenger side, you have 3 awnings on your unit. So in the garage, you'll control the very rear awning. The other 2 awnings are going to be controlled from the front. Then here we're going to come up to, this awning in the back right here is going to be controlled in the garage. Some of them are in the front, some are in the rear. So these 2 awnings in the rear are going to be controlled from right by that radio here. And I'll show you more when we go inside. Outdoor entertainment. TV. Remember, these TVs will not work unless you're plugged in. Just pull it out, and then you can pull it out more and swing it out if you want. These do all get local channels from the air antenna on your unit. Sync, just gonna work like the rest of them. Hot, cold. The little switch here is gonna be the LEDs. Again, another tap light. These are pass-through compartments. If you got a trash can here, you can access it from the inside and outside, as well as if you're cooking out here, spices or whatever you need to put here. Refrigerator. Your outdoor refrigerator will not work unless you're plugged in. If you're plugged in, it's going to work. As soon as you disconnect that 30 to 50 amp or whatever you're running, that is not going to work no more. Outdoor speakers are controlled from the inside radio. Coming right to the right of the main door, you're going to have your water heater. Right below that, you're going to have low points, as well as your spare tire. You're going to undo that little knob, and then it's going to go down. In the pass-through here, you got your hot water bypass. Spray hose for your outdoor shower. 30 to 15 amp, as well as 50 to 30 amp. Battery disconnect right here. Now here is your other 30-pound LP tank. Your regulator, point it to the front to use this tank right here. Point it to the rear of the camper, just like this, and you're going to use the driver's side tank. Now we're going to make our way inside your unit. Inside your unit, right in this compartment door is going to be all your controls. Any switches through your unit that are not labeled are going to be lights. So these are lights. Wind guard, that's going to be your air antenna. Yeti pack, if you're camping and you know it's going to be cold, turn the Yeti pack on. It's going to keep it more insulated. So if you want to get more into your leveling system, you can actually get into the leveling here, and you can actually break it down to what jack you want to control. So play with it a little bit when your vehicle's not around. Monitoring panel is how you're going to access your water pump, your water heater. With the monitor panel, you can have gas, fuel pump, water pump, and it shows your levels in there as well. Generator, you can start your generator from here. Lights, the InCommand app, when you get the InCommand app, you'll be able to control your whole unit by your phone. Right below it's going to be slides. This slide's going to be your bedroom. This slide's going to be both of your living room slides. Before you bring in your living room slide, make sure all your cabinets are shut, and then this chair here actually moves. You'll actually pull this chair just right out of the way, right in front of this door, and then you'll close them, and then there'll be enough room after it's all closed up to move it so you can still get into the control panel. Here is your awning light right here, as well as your awning for your front awning. Your rear awnings are controlled in the back. I'll go through that when I get there. We are going to make our way into the master bedroom. On your furnaces, this is going to be on all three furnaces you got, or AC and furnace. You got one in the master, as well as here, and then one in the garage. You're just going to push the mode button, control your tip to how you want it, and it will kick on. Going into the master bedroom. Here's your master bedroom control panel. Right above the bed, you got a LED switch for underneath your bed. The next one will lower your bed down flat. TV, bathroom's pretty self-explanatory. GFI breaker right next to the sink. If you run into any problems, check your GFI breakers as well as your fuses and breakers. I'll show you where they're located. Now, to bring in this slide for the master bedroom, your door needs to stay open. It does have a magnet, so it'll help it stay. Make sure your cabinet doors are all closed. Fireplace will not work unless you're hooked to actual shore power. Right to the left of it, these are going to be fuses behind this panel. Yeah, and this panel is going to be breakers. So check your breakers, check your fuses. If you have anything that goes wrong first, check those. Check your GFI breaker in your bathroom. And then if you're running off your generator, check the breakers outside on the generator. Right below it's going to be a vacuum. You lift it and it turns on. You just sweep all the dirt right there and it will turn on. This sound bar is only to control the sound off this TV. Going to the back into the kitchen, your keys are on your sink. The LED lights here is controlled by the switch underneath the side, as well as the LED lights in your slide outs and the lights. There are going to be two switches on each slide out. So you got two switches over here, then you got one back here for above the stove top. Fridge is going to be shore power and gas. So if it's on auto, here, let's just kind of get a better look at this. Right now I have it on auto. It shows it's on excuse me, it shows it's on just land power. So when I unplug, it's going to go to the little drop. That means it's going to use propane. Now if you're on land, on the plug just over here, as soon as you disconnect, it's going to turn off. It will alarm at you if it don't have a source of power and you have it on. So if you're not using it, just push and hold the power button and it'll turn off. So in the kitchen also, you got you have the, again, tap lights all underneath here. The ones above are controlled by the two switches over in this side. These USB port chargers, they're located around your camper. The vent here controls the vent above the stove. Best indicator if you have shore power is going to be your microwave. If your microwave is lit up, you have shore power. Just remember, if you have 30 amps, it can still be lit up, but you're not going to be able to power everything in your unit at the same time. So if you're running an AC and try to use a hair dryer, you got to shut the AC off 50 amps, so you'll be able to run that stuff. Stovetop's pretty self-explanatory. You just turn it over to the little flame with the dial, and then you'll push and hold the igniter on the left side. Walking into the garage here, you have switches as well as your radio. All the switches here across are none with no labels. They are all lights. Very back awning, side awning, bed lift control. To bring down the bed, you got to raise the couches up. Then there's a pin at each corner that you have to pull to allow the pin there on the side, right there. Pull that pin. There's one on each corner, but make sure the couch is all the way up because it's going to guide down this bed. These are steps for your porch when you got the back door down. Your bed lift control again is right here. You can bring down just couches if you want. when you're traveling, I do recommend your bed is all the way up. The ladder for your bed is underneath your mattress up there, as well as the table. Back bathroom, pretty self-explanatory. You are prepped and ready for a washer and dryer, as well as here is your AC furnace head for the garage. That's going to complete our video. My name's Kyle, and I'll see you when you get here. Thank you. Bye.